Like we flex on YouTube about the dumbest shit. Like I got 50 views. I got 500 like over views. So if I'm worth $6 million and I'm like the best podcaster, I'm in this arena and can't nobody tell me about this arena because I'm been jumping over hurdles and obstacles, then I think I could talk my shit in this arena. But I also think there should be some humility because you could very well be the person that something happens and you get smut or you lose it. And now people are laughing at you. They don't really have empathy or feel bad for you. So
They're
I
gonna laugh
think
at
that's
you
the
anyway.
only.
They're gonna laugh at you no matter what.
Well, right. But I'm saying it's different when you're in the limelight. Like some people don't like to be cocky about certain things because really you shouldn't boast, right? So if they
Well,
say
I
you
think
shouldn't boast, you
I
should be.
would.
I think
Well,
you should talk your shit.
well, no, I just believe, well, morally, what I've heard my whole life is you shouldn't boast, you shouldn't do certain things, even when you give charity, you shouldn't make it be an Instagram post. You should just do things out of the kindness. So I think what I'm trying to say is most humble people who just have these successes, they're very humble. I'm in Vegas,
I don't wait for nobody
in
to give me my
California,
props.
so
I talk my shit.
that's you. But most people, like in our culture, we are okay with the flexing because most of us have that started from the bottom mentality. When you've already been having it, you don't really have that. I need to flex and pop my shit. Now, I do believe there are different type of flex. Some people get cars, some people get electronics, some people get a house. There's different levels, but I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I just think that he gets a lot of backlash because they feel he should have a lot more humility than he does.
People want to humble you because they not where they supposed to be. Okay, so what are you supposed to post on Instagram if you don't post the things that you do awesome?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think you should post whatever you want to post on your own Instagram.
No, no, no,
Whatever.
no. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the general public. What are they expecting for you to post if you're not posting the shit or the stuff that's popping your shit?
Well, if you are the shit and you popular, they want you to post your business so they can talk about it. So we want to see what you got her for her birthday. We want to see, like, people rush to people's social medias just to live through their life. So they
But
want you to
think about
post
that
your
though.
personal
Think
life.
about that though, love. They want you to post the stuff that don't mean nothing. But then when you post the stuff that's actually meaningful, that's supposed to be influential towards other people, they want you to be humble about that shit.
I agree.
I
It's
think I
backwards.
get what you're
It's
saying
backwards.
because it's like I think it's a way you do it, and I think it's also your gender because we see a lot of the times just in we always bring it back to black folks. Okay, so we gonna keep it on black folks. When we're talking about our community and stuff like that, it's always okay when a woman pops her shit. I'm a boss, this, and that, and the other. Like it's always accepted. Men, it's like y'all have to do it a different way. Let me give you an example. You have Cash Doll, who people support. I don't know if you know Cash Doll, but
I
people
love
support.
Kat. She's from my city.
She
That's my girl.
right. I know. That's why I said her name. So she cocky as hell. I feel like it's rightfully so. It's a lot. It's accepted better than a person like 50 Cent. He can't pop his shit and just say, hey, let me pull up for no reason. Mayweather gets shamed for years about flexing his own money and the things he does with his own money. I'm saying there is some gender bias, but I think it's always taken differently when men have a such an approach where they get to pop their shit. And just like JR asked you, he asked, was it a narcissist? I think if we were talking about a woman, I don't think that question in general people would have thought, oh, she's a narcissist or she's this and any other, because we promote girl bosses, but men who get it, they're supposed to do stuff for the community. They're supposed to be humble. They're supposed to be like Martin Luther King. That's just how I go. I don't make the rules. That's just what they say.
Well, I was about to ask you who made that rule.
We do actually. If you look
Mhm.
around, like in society, it's not so accepted when a man who started from the community, you supposed to help us. They look for you to reach back your hand and say, where is the handouts? Usually when it comes, because we have a impoverished mindset in general, even how we vote and everything is to get us from we were slaves in chains. You can't do it. Like that's how we're indoctrinated. So when you have a man who supposedly make it out of those struggles, it's not easily accepted on the same level as a woman. Like a woman is considered strong. She's all these great things. She's a girl boss. She can do it all. A man is like, okay, you got it, but now you need to go buy this. You need to get this. You need to do this for us. You need to help the community, man. Like that's what I'm saying. It's looked at like that
I
because
think I missed that part being in the athletic world because Nothing smells better to me than a man that's talking shit about what he has accomplished. And maybe that's because my dad was that
No,
way.
those men are attractive.
I love it. I
Of course,
love
those
it.
men are attractive, but they're still always expected to help the community. I don't know, maybe y'all never heard of this, but I have.
Well, let me jump in real quick. One, I believe in hierarchy, and sometimes you got to put your dick on the table. So I have no problem with what Joe Budden is doing. I like what he said. And let me put my dick on the table real quick. I'm proud to say that I'm part of one of the podcasts that are growing and popping out here. We're selling out tours left and right, going on tour in March, all March, and I think all April. You feel me? So shout out to tonight's conversation. So yeah, when you are doing well, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, we out here doing our thing. You feel me? So I have no problem with what Joe Budden said. And for those who don't know, he really was talking about one particular person, which is Mouse Jones. And Mouse Jones was a part of a couple podcasts or whatever and couldn't get to where Joe is on his level. And Mouse Jones loves to get into Twitter fights with Joe Budden, but Joe Budden just got sick of him and just wanted to just step on him like a bug. So he wasn't just running around bragging about his growth to everybody. He was talking about Mouse Jones in particular, because Mouse Jones, shout out Mouse Jones. He's good. I know him. He's good people. But that's who he was actually referring to when he said failure. 10 years in the game, failure. He was talking about Mouse Jones in particular.
Well, since you say all of that, I'm glad you brought the context to it, because I don't mind like people saying, oh, I'm a millionaire, I'm this, that's what's up. You know, people want to strive to be that way in their own right. But then when you say, I want someone to fail, I'm not in, like, even though you could feel it, I don't mind if someone like feels that way, or if I feel that way, right? Because of things that has been happening. But when you say it, I don't agree with that. I think just let it be how it is. So if you're successful, they're going to hate on you regardless, even if, right? Because you're successful. So let them hate on their own and don't entertain it. So if he's on their Twitter beef and all of that, let him look stupid on his own, or whoever the case is. This is for anybody to me. Let them look stupid on their own. Whoever that they're talking about, they're going to be like, damn, who is Joe Budden? Right? Because people may not know him. All right, cool. Let me go look him up. And they're like, damn, he's talking about this person? Oh, you a fool because you're nothing like this person, right?